I am satisfied that a case has been made out for the application or the relief sought by the state.
An unexpected twist in the 32-day murder trial and a month-long delay. Earlier psychiatrist Dr. Meryl Foster testified that Pistorius suffers from an anxiety disorder. She linked his condition to his reaction on the day he shot and killed Riva Steenkamp.
A doubt has been created that the accused may possibly have another defense relating to his criminal responsibility. There is also a possibility that there may be diminished criminal responsibility. The evidence of Dr. Foster has not been contradicted, nor can it be in the absence of other psychiatric evidence. This court, as a lay court, is ill-equipped to deal with the issue raised in Dr. Foster's evidence at this stage.
The defense argued against the application, saying it was premature to have the evaluation done now, as it planned to call other witnesses.
I may not talk.
Okay, Mr. Ruth.
And while the defense has little reaction, Pistorius' family broke its silence.
As a family, we are comforted by the thoroughness and detail of this judgment and Judge Masipa's commitment using every avenue to ensure a fair trial.
Experts believe it's a fair call.
Properly, judicially correctly so, to refer Mr. Pistorius for mental observation so that she can have a proper assessment and all the objective facts, because at this stage it's obviously a one-sided testimony of Dr. Foster and it has to be properly evaluated to assist the court.
The state and the defense are yet to finalize the conditions of Pistorius' referral, but Judge Thokozile Masipa says the athlete should not be punished twice and has indicated that Pistorius should be an outpatient. The final order will be given on Tuesday. Mangoba Mkhulu, SABC News at the North Gauteng High Court.
With us in studio to discuss the story further is clinical psychologist Dr. Lynette Roux. A very good evening to you, Dr. Roux, and thank you for joining us. Firstly, very briefly, just explain what is generalized anxiety disorder?
Generalized anxiety disorder is when a person experiences high levels of anxiety consistently over a extended period of time that would be not normally experienced if one was just experiencing a moment of anxiety. And depending on the severity, can seriously impact on their general functioning to the point that they may not be able to leave the home, may not be able to go to work. But it's on a continuum, so it depends on how severe it is that it will impact on their functioning.
How common is this?
In my opinion, in this country, it is quite common because of the general stress and anxiety that we live in within South Africa due to various factors, unemployment, financial concerns, crime, all consistently contribute to high levels of anxiety.
People diagnosed with this disorder, are they likely to resort to violence?
It all depends. It is quite possible that they will, especially if they feel very threatened. They may well resort to a fight response. Typically, people will default to either flight or fright, and fight. So they may well react violently or aggressively when normally they wouldn't.
Is this condition treatable?
It is treatable. It responds well to medication as well as therapy, and there needs to be an interplay between the two to really help the person manage the disorder and hopefully actually help them overcome it.
Now, the court has ordered that Oscar Pistorius undergo psychiatric evaluation. Exactly what does that entail?
Typically speaking, when somebody is committed to 30 days observation, they are admitted to a state facility where they will go through 30 days of intensive assessment and observation on a 24-hour basis in order to render a report that would give insight into the person's psychological functioning.
And explain to us the difference between being an outpatient and being treated and observed at a facility.
Being being an outpatient means that you come and go as and when is needed at the hospital. Now, a 30-day observation is the correct procedure is that you are admitted for 30 days. So you are dealt with as an inpatient. It is highly unusual to do a 30-day observation of somebody as an outpatient, because part of the 30-day observation means that part of the team or the panel that actually does the observation are the nursing staff, and they the person is observed 24/7 and they take notes, and that adds to the information that is then put into the report. So to do a 30-day observation when the person is an outpatient, I am not aware of that happening, and it's highly unusual.
Oscar Pistorius has been under a lot of strain throughout this trial. How is this observation likely to affect him, do you think?
The observation of the 30-day observation, I'm quite sure it will affect him. It would affect anybody. I think it's a very stressful process to be observed for 30 days, to be in a sense in a goldfish bowl and be watched 24/7, but also to know that you are under the microscope. In a sense, you go through batteries of psychometric testing and lots of interviews, as well as just being observed. It's very stressful.
Thank you very much for your time and insight. That was Dr. Lynette Roux. She's a clinical psychologist.